So took away business licenses from the Jews. So what can you do? You can't make a living without a license. So it was very hard on Jews. A lot of people were hungry because they didn't have any income. So there we were, and we didn't know what's going on in the rest of Europe, around Germany. Germany, when newspapers didn't print anything, in radios we didn't have, so we didn't know. But there were young men who somehow they traveled to another state or country, and they came home and they said that Hitler is taking Jews from every country and they kill them, and these were all rumors. I thought, I never believe in rumors. Why should anybody hurt me as long as I behave? That's how naive I was. So there we were in Hungary, under Hungarian rule. It was very hard. Like when the men from 18 to 42, they took them in military clothes, and on the shoulder instead of weapon, the Jewish soldiers had a pick and a shovel to go. You know what the trenches are, digging big holes by every country in fighting there, shooting from there. So in 41, Hitler attacked Russia. And Russia was the first country which hit back. There were thousands of Russians and Germans killed, but they never reached Moscow. They were fighting there 3 years from 41 till 44, and they were terrible. The Germans didn't do any good. So by 44, the Russians started pushing the Germans back from their country to their own home. And the soldiers were pushed, the German soldiers were pushed out of Russia. They passed our country, where we live, where I live. And one morning in March 44, we get up and on the street, we saw the Nazis walk, and when they saw a Jew, they right away gave orders for Jews. Every Jew had to wear a yellow star on their outer garment. From 5 years of age, the children and everybody had to wear a Mag David. And then all kinds of things for Jews, they were giving orders. So then we were scared to death now. They gave all the orders, and then they said, every Jew has to move into the ghetto. There was no ghetto in our town. They took the slums of the town, where the poorest Christians, gypsies and all kind of people lived there in little huts, and they enclosed it with a big fence, and they gave us an order, everybody move in there to the ghetto, Jews. So the only thing we couldn't, we put everything, we had 3-4 bedrooms, we put all the furniture they told us to do, put all the furniture from the whole house in one room, lock it, and take the key to the city hall, and when we can go home whenever. So the ghetto was, they told us the only thing that we could take along to the ghetto was 1 mattress each person, in a knapsack with the most necessary things, a change of clothes, a piece of soap, a toothbrush, and food. My mother prepared food. By the way, I come from a family of 5 brothers. I was the only daughter, and by 44 we had only 2 brothers. I had only 2 brothers at home, and my parents. My parents were 57 years old, healthy, able-bodied people, and I was 26, my 2 brothers 24 and 22, and we had it. We were fine, everybody healthy, everything fine, and so there was now Pesach is for me a very sad time, because when they came, the Germans came into us, it was March, and then Pesach came, and we were still home. We had 4 weeks before we went to the ghetto. So that's I don't want to take your time for that. Pesach was for us terrible. So anyway, so when the time came we had to go to the ghetto. As a guy, we hired a guy with a horse and buggy. We put up there the 5 mattresses and the knapsacks on our back, and we moved there. There, the Hungarian police and military watched us day and night. We were in each house, it was little huts where we put down the mattresses. There was no furniture, nothing. So the mattresses, that's how many people, as many mattresses as there was room, that's how many people moved into the ghetto, to a little hut. We were 4 weeks in the ghetto, not knowing what's going to happen. We didn't know any there were rumors that they're going to take us away, they're going to kill us, but I was always an optimist. I could never believe in rumors. So after 4 weeks in the ghetto, the order came. Everybody line up on the street, 5 in a row, and start walking to a train station. The train station wasn't too far by us, we could walk there. So we lined up, my parents and 2 brothers and I, and we took the knapsacks on our shoulders, on our backs. We took my mother's and my father's, my brother and I took it, that they shouldn't have to schlep it. And we got to the train station. When we got there, as far as the eye could see, there were cattle carts lined on the rails, hundreds of cattle carts. They took, when we were there already by the train, the train came there, the cattle carts, and they counted each cattle cart 100 or more people. They brought sick people from their sick beds, infants, babies, Jew is a Jew, everybody, from the surrounding villages too. They brought all the Jews. So in the ghetto we had there thousands of other people from countries, from villages. So now they counted into each cattle cart 100 people, and they gave us 2 pails, a pail of water and an empty pail for a toilet. And they locked us in from the outside, and they lined up, they put all the people into the cattle carts, and they locked us in, and the train started moving. We didn't know where we were going, we couldn't see out. There was no window in the cattle cart, we couldn't see where we were going. For 3 days and 3 nights, constantly going. We didn't have room in that cattle car for the 100 people. We were just stooping on our legs, and we couldn't sit down on the floor and stretch out the legs. There was no room for it. We were so cramped together, and so old and sick people and babies cried day and night. And the 5 of us, my parents and my 2 brothers and I, we stood in a corner, and we were so sorry for all those who cried. And we said to each other, thank God, we are all healthy, able-bodied people. Wherever they're taking us, we're going to work hard, because we were prepared to work. We thought we were going to work. So the train went for 3 days and 3 nights. Finally, we arrived in Auschwitz-Birkenau. The train stopped, and the train stopped. The 2 doors opened, and what we saw on the platform, the Nazis going up and down with a loudspeaker by their mouth, giving orders, and a whip to beat us. And the order came. Everybody jumped down from the train. So we started jumping, about that high, no steps, no nothing. We just started jumping. The old people couldn't jump, and the babies and children. Anyway, so then the next order, men and boys line up in one column, 5 in a row, and women and children in the other column, and start walking. Okay, my father and 2 brothers disappeared amongst thousands of men. I couldn't even say goodbye, Father, I hope you don't work too hard or anything. My mother and I, we lined up with the women, and we started walking, 5 in a row. So we walked. As we walked, in the distance I could see buildings with chimneys reaching the sky. It looked like big chimneys of fire and flames kept on coming. And I wondered what kind of factories are those. I didn't know what those chimneys, factories maybe have big chimneys like this. Those were the crematories where they burned human hair, flesh and hair and all that stench. The air was polluted. You couldn't see who stood next to us. So, also on one side of the road I could see camps. In the camps there were bunks, barracks, wooden barracks, and it was surrounded, each camp was surrounded with electrified by barbed wire. So as we walk, we cannot say anything, talk to each other, nothing. I just see all these things. And all of a sudden there in front of me, there were 5 women. One woman had a baby, an infant in her arms. That poor infant cried, couldn't even breathe anymore because it was starving. See, we didn't know we'll be 3 days locked in a cattle car, so the mother maybe didn't bring enough milk for the baby, or she didn't have food for herself if she nursed. So that poor baby, so all of us, yeah, I mean, not me, but the women, older women, they saw the mother with the baby and they stopped and started giving the mother orders, advice. Why don't you put the baby on your shoulder? Maybe shake it, maybe do this and that. And while they gave the advice, our column stopped because everybody looked at the mother and we were so sorry for her with the baby crying so much. So as we stopped, thousands of women behind us are waiting we should move because we were told to move. A Nazi in the distance noticed that we are not moving. How dare we not follow orders? We were told to walk. So he came to see what's going on, what's holding us up. He came there and he grabbed the baby from the mother's arms, threw it at that cement ground. The baby's head cracked open. The problem was solved. Now we better walk. Yeah, I saw this. I thought, how can a human being do that to a baby? It's because it's a Jew that doesn't have a right to live. So we walk. As we walked a little distance, when we reached a crossroad, which went left and right, there stood the angel of death, Dr. Mengele. I don't know if you heard about it. He did terrible things. But anyway, he stood there with a stick in his hand. He was surrounded with Nazis. And he looked at each person, the 5 of us. He looked to the old and the young, to the children. He motioned with the stick to the left, to the able-bodied young people to the right. And that's the last time I saw my mother. She went to the left, and all the little children, the mothers with little children, everybody went to the left. And also the people, we went to the right. And then the Nazi women took us to a building in Auschwitz where 2 doors were open. 5 of us walked in at the same time, but we saw by the wall stood, I don't know how many Nazis, with a loudspeaker by their mouth and giving us orders. In one wall, by one wall was about 8 young men, our boys, Jewish boys. I call them concentration camp inmates. And see, because all these young people who came there, were brought there from 1939 till 44, they were helping the Nazis, whatever they told them to do. So there we were, 5 of us walked in, and the Nazis gave us an order. Everybody stripped naked. We looked at each other. What will they do to us here? We had to undress. I had all double clothes because in the camp, in the Auschwitz, in the ghetto, we had extra clothes, another extra dress, extra underwear. So I had that on, everything double, sweaters double, dresses double, the train, because they didn't let us carry suitcases or anything. So now, when the Nazis told us to undress, so we had to undress everything and drop it on the floor. The only thing that we could keep on was our shoes. So now we walk to the Jewish boys. And the Jewish boys had a hair clipper in their hands, and they cut our hair completely. Now, no clothes, no hair, and we walk further. And so I say it's 5 of us. Then after we were already undressed and we went to the boys to cut hair, then the other girls came, and the thousands of us. And after they cut our hair, we went to Jewish women who were there also doing their dirty work. they threw to each of us one pair of underpants and a dress. That's all. They didn't ask what size are you. Some heavier women, and they got a size 10 dress maybe, and they couldn't even, it didn't fit on them. I was a lucky person. I got a big dress. It was big, ankle length, and it was so wide I had to hold the dress together because the wind went up and down on my dress, and I was cold. Because when we arrived there, it was in March, May, I think. And Auschwitz is a mountainous area, and it was pretty cold when we got there, in the morning and the evening. So I went around, like, I don't want to take it. So there we were, when we dressed up, Nazi women came and led us to a camp. There were a lot of camps, as I said. The camps were called names, not numbers. It was A camp, B camp, C camp, and so on. I got into C camp. So when we got in, there were a lot of barracks, and they counted into each barrack 1,000 or more women, girls, women. We looked at each other when we went in. What we saw, there were 3-layer bunks, not bunk beds, but you know, just shelves, wooden shelves, and 3 layers, 3 shelves. And the shelves were nothing. Whoever built those shelves must have planned 7 men maximum to lay on those shelves. They counted 14 women onto each shelf. We looked at each other, where is there room for 14 women? So, no questions. We couldn't ask questions. What they said, that's what we did. So 14 women, we decided we're gonna lay head to toe, and we could lay only on our side, we couldn't lay on our back, there was no room. We were so pressed together, like sardines in a can, and so all on top of each other. And they didn't ask us, are you hungry, are you thirsty? 3 days, we had my mother prepared in the knapsacks, we had food, but after 3 days we didn't have anything anymore. We were starving. They didn't ask us anything. We went to sleep. We went to sleep in our clothes because there was no mattress, no blankets, no nothing. So we went to sleep, and in the morning, early morning, it was still almost dark. Nazi came with a whistle, woke us up, out for roll call. Okay, we jumped up. No, nothing to dress up. I had my neck hurted so, because all night I had to lay like this without a pillow, without anything in my head. It hurted. So anyway, the Nazi women said we should go out. In between each barrack there was a space for 1,000 women, 5 in a row like. So we lined up, and there were 3, 4 Nazi women. They had so much fun. They looked at us. We looked so miserable, so hungry and tired and cold and everything. And they started counting us if we disappeared. Even if we wanted to, there was nowhere to disappear. So they counted and counted. And I stood there holding my dress together because it was so cold in the morning. And all of a sudden I feel a bang in my back with the neck where they had the whips. I looked, what did I do wrong? I was supposed to stand like this. I was supposed to stand like a soldier to be counted, straight with my arms down. That was the first beating. They beat us for every little thing, just for the fun of it. They had so much fun. So they counted and counted for hours. Finally they got to the end, and they were missing about 3, 4 women of the 1,000. They went back in the barrack and found them. They didn't come out because they didn't want to. It's just they must have been sick or so weak, they couldn't come out, so they beat them to death. Didn't have to come out anymore. So there we went back to the barrack, and they brought us the first breakfast. The breakfast was a barrel of brown bitter water. It was not coffee. It was some brown, who knows what they put in. It was some bitter water. No cup, no bowl or a cup or anything to drink, and they brought a rusty can about this size, and they laid there 14 ladles of that withered mother, and they handed it to the first one who laid at the end of the bunk. I got the can. I looked, how will we share that bitter water? So we decided each of us will get 15 sips at first, just sips. And I had 15 sips, I gave it to the next girl. In that way, if there was still some left of the 15 sips, everybody, then another 2 3 sips. Okay, that was our breakfast. It was the meal for the day. We didn't get bread, we didn't get anything else to eat. So the sun came out, so after we drank that coffee, that breakfast, we went outside in the mud and the dust in the yard, and cried on each other's shoulders, and we told each other what's going to happen anyway. So some girls, they were more curious than I was. They saw outside there was a walk between each barrack. There were our boys pushing carts with our belongings, what we left in the cattle car. See, when we jumped in the cattle car, the Nazis told us, leave everything there, we'll bring it to you tomorrow. They didn't ask us who we are, where we're going to be. So we did what they told us. So now the boys took our things, what we left in the cattle cars, and the in little, what do you call them, wagons. They took it somewhere in a storage room, where they packed everything and sent it to Germany, all our clothes and whatever. So now, when we were, so we didn't have anything in the afternoon. I don't know what you said. So there we were in the afternoon. We sat around outside and crying and whatever. And the boys who walked carrying those little wagons, the girls ran to the fence and started calling, boys, do you know where my mother is, my father? And they tell them that yesterday we arrived from so-and-so town, and they went to the left while we came to the right. Do you know where they went? The boys looked at the girls very sad, and they pointed to the crematory where the fire went day and night. And the air was polluted, so terrible stink, smell. So the boys point to the crematory, do you see there the fire? Sure, we see. What does that have to do with our parents? Maybe their parents were even younger than mine. All the people who went to the left are burning there. These girls looked at the boys, they are not kidding. So they came back to us where we sat in the mud there and crying, and they told us the terrible news. So we just cried more. But I couldn't believe it. My parents were able-bodied, healthy people. I thought they would go and work like I was there. I hope they're going to take me to work. So there we were sitting around, and then in the afternoon they get roll call, and then they brought us our dinner. The dinner was a barrel of garbage, actual garbage. They took from the garbage dumps all kinds of rotten potato peel and rotten all kinds of things, and they boiled it, and that's what they brought us to eat. See, the Nazis, they had good food, and they had their nice places to stay, and their garbage was there. Anyway, so when we went, so they brought out the garbage to eat. So now again, they ladled in 14 ladles of garbage in that rusty can, and they gave it to me to eat. I took it to my face. It smelled terrible, it looks terrible. I couldn't take it, but I was old enough to know if I won't have anything in my stomach soon, I'm going to starve. So I held my nose, didn't want to smell, didn't want to taste. I just swallowed my share of that garbage and handed the can to the next girl. Some girls were not as strong as I was, or maybe smarter, I don't know. And they took the garbage to their mouth and swallowed one sip, they gagged, it came back. They just couldn't swallow it. So they handed the can to the next girl. All those young girls who couldn't take the garbage, in the morning we found dead girls next to us. They just died, they just starved because they couldn't eat that garbage. So we had a little more room. It's not funny, but I'd say it. We just rolled them over and put them on the ground, the dead girls, and they took them away. Anyway, so this went on like this, day in, day out, and day night, garbage and day in the roll call every day, twice in day and night. See, there were rumors that Camp C was one camp where they kept us there, we didn't go out anywhere, because the other camps people took them to work. There was a big factory there in Auschwitz, and they took them there to work. And there were fields, they had to go to work in the fields. That's why they got numbers, in order if they get lost or they run away somewhere, that if somebody sees a number, they know that to report it to the Nazis. I don't have a number because we didn't go out at all from Camp C, because they kept us there. When if Germany needed workers in factories, they asked from Camp C women, and so there we were 6 weeks when Mengele showed up in our camp. When he came there, he told us all again to undress, and we walked by him naked, and those who were already so skinny and weak, they went on one side. And those of us who still had some meat in our bones, we went on the other side. And all those girls and women, they took them away, and we never saw them again. So from then on, every 2 weeks, Mengele came to us and weeded out those who were already skinny and had all kinds of rashes and lice. And if one had a lice, then the other one had a lice. We got lice too. But anyway, so that's the way they took away thousands from my camp, my barrack, as many years. And so, so after I was 4 months in Auschwitz, when the order came for 6,000 women to take to Germany, for 2 factories to work. So thank God I was one of them, of the 6,000. So they gave us, after 4 months, another shower. Can you imagine without shower, 4 months? And they gave us another dress and took away my good leather shoes, and they gave me wooden shoes to wear. And they took us to a train and took us to Germany, a city called, I went to Palestine, it's called in Germany, a city. 3,000 got off at Palestine, and the other 3,000 continued with the train somewhere else, and the Nazi women led us down from the train, and they led us to the factory. It was not far, we walked there, and when we got there, on one side of the road there was a big factory, a big building, and on the other side, across the street, there were the building for the workers. It was before there was a factory there and people worked there, so they had a beautiful place to stay, to sleep. So when we went in, it was a wonderful thing. After Auschwitz, anything would have been better. It was a big building with beautiful walls and lights, and there were what they called the bunk beds, 2 bunk beds, and rows of bunk beds, and they counted into each bunk bed. There was a mattress, a straw mattress, it was a thin blanket, and a pillow. Can you imagine after Auschwitz, the way we laid? And here we each had our own bunk bed, and Yeah, so they gave us a bowl and a spoon, my own bowl and spoon, not from the rusty can. And the food was better too. They gave us each day a big slice of bread for the day, and they gave us the food was potatoes cooked and rhubarbs and turnips and all kinds of vegetables. It was very good, but never enough. We were always hungry. So when the one girl went there was a big barrel of that food, and one girl went to get it in a big dish, and they brought us, we were 16 girls, 32 girls in one, it was called Shuba, a big room, it was called a room. And so what this girl brought, then we had to share it, divide it to everybody's bowl, a little of that food. And so that was, then the factory, we worked 12-hour shifts, 12 hours days and 12-hour nights, 2 weeks days and 2 weeks nights. And so we were working in the factory was not too bad because it was a big machine, and I don't even know exactly what we made, the finished product. I heard that time they said that landmines, they made landmines there, but I never saw ready-made landmines. And so 2 girls on one side of the machine, 2 girls on the other, and we worked there, and it was all right. So the Nazi women walked around in the factory and watched us always. If anybody didn't, it wasn't by the machine, then they went to look for us. So they went in. I had a cousin, it was happened to be a cousin who also worked by my machine. I didn't say that when we arrived there, the Nazis asked who knows German. So all of us who knew German, some, I don't know how many, but I knew how to speak German. And I thought, oh, if I know German, maybe I'm going to have something better than the rest of them. So I said I know German, and I thought that's good. But it was not very good because the Stube, which was on one side, the beds, the one beds, and the other side, and so there were 32 women in one Stube, it was called, like in one room, and I was in the first bed, and I was responsible for all those girls, women, what they did and what they didn't do, or what. So the Nazi women always asked me, they called me the Rote. I had the reddish hair, so they called me Rote. So they say, why is this or why is that wrong? So I had to watch. But anyway, by the machine, my cousin was so sleepy or tired. I was sleepy too, but I had to do my work. So she went away in the factory and hid somewhere in a dark place. And a Nazi woman come to the machine, and she sees me. She sees that one girl is missing. So she says to me, where is this girl? I say, I don't know. Maybe she's in the toilet. I don't know. So they say, go look for her. Otherwise, I'm going to be beaten. So I went to the toilet, and there were women standing. There were 10 toilets in one room, in one toilet, and there were women standing in line. They went there even just not to have to work. And so my cousin wasn't there. So I started looking all over for her, and finally I found her in a corner somewhere in the factory. And I said, you better come, because otherwise I'm going to be beaten. So I told her that all over in America too, always. Anyway, so there the Germans, the German woman, they was always telling me what to do, what not to do. Anyway, so if anybody got sick and couldn't go back to work because they had fever and they were sick, then they were very nice. They let us stay home for 24 hours without a doctor's help, without an aspirin even. You should get well. If you didn't go back after 24 hours, then these people were taken to crematory. So it was terrible. But anyway, so I didn't tell you that when they gave us everything, they gave us a washcloth-sized towel, also in a piece of soap, which was a piece more like a rock. It was, but anyway, so there we were till we came there in May, and it was already August, September, October, when there was a siren blowing at night. And the Nazi women, I happened to be in bed, but some of those who were in the factory, they too had the same thing. The Nazi women came, woke us up, quick, out, drove, let's go into the
Shelter. The bomb shelter.
bomb shelter. There was a bomb shelter. So by that time I was so tired, and I thought, I don't care if the bomb falls on me, as long as just let me stay in bed. No, we had to go. They loved us so much that so we had to run to the air raid shelter. When we got there, we were so many of us that there was hardly room for us we stood on top of each other. And the Nazi women told us not to say a word to each other because we use up the oxygen, because there won't be any oxygen for us to breathe. And the Nazi women had their own air raid shelter, and they had room. Anyway, we were in the air raid shelter a little while. The bombs, they stopped. There was the siren stopped, so we went back to sleep. So that started out once a night. And as the year got closer to the end, every night there was more and more air raids, and we had to go to shelter. And by March 45, it was already, the factory was burned, and we couldn't go back to work anymore. So they took us to another city. We took us to a train, and we went to another city called Salzwedel. And when we got there, there were the 3,000 women who went with the train there, and they didn't work anymore either. Their factory was bombed. They worked in an ammunition factory. And there if we don't work, then they stopped cooking for us. So we don't deserve food either. When we arrived there were Nazis going around all over the camp, like dogs walking anywhere. They were by the fence, when we go in, there were about 4 or 5 Nazis standing watching us. And then those Nazis who walked around all over, they watched us too. So here they had barracks again, and just bunk beds. So we laid there, and they stopped cooking for us, so they still had big storerooms with all kinds of vegetables that they used to cook, potatoes and rhubarbs and I don't know what, and they cut it up raw. They gave us each a piece, maybe a half a potato a day. We were starving, hungry, terrible. So there we were. I was laying in my bunk in my bed and just waiting for the end. The war has to come to an end, or we're going to be killed. So there I was laying, and some Jewish women were so hungry that they went out to look for something. It was still snowing, ice. So they found a garbage where there were frozen vegetable, potato peel or whatever, and they took it and they ate it, and they brought water into the camp, to the barrack, and for 3-4 days, 5 days, they were going out always and come back, and they say there are more and more Nazis disappearing. They were the smart Nazis. They saw the war is coming to an end. They didn't want to be caught, so they ran away. So we were there laying in bed and just waiting for the end. The 6th day, the girls go out like usually for something to eat, and they come running back and they say, "We're liberated. The Americans are here." I could hear it, but I thought I'm dreaming, because I dreamt all year that someday we'll be liberated and we'll be going home, whatever. But these girls say, come on out, you see, it's true. The Nazis, from the guards by the door, by the gate, they saw the Nazis a half a block away. So they ran out, and the Americans called out to them, halt, don't run. They didn't halt. So the Americans shot these guards, and they fell in together, and the hell with them, I don't know. But so there, the American boys started coming in. They looked at us. We were sitting on the ground by the doors, by the camp, by the barrack, and a whole year wearing one dress, sleeping in it, working in it, always in that one dress. And the wooden shoes, we lost one shoe or broke one shoe, the wooden shoe, so we were barefooted. Our hair was already a year's worth of length. We didn't have combs or mirrors. So you can imagine how we looked. These American soldiers looked at us, they couldn't believe their eyes. How can humans do that to other humans? Not that we look like humans, we look like skeletons covered with the skin. That's all. These soldiers, they were so sorry for us. And they right away brought trucks, and they took the military buildings. They took us to the military building. They started feeding us. The food was wonderful, but soldiers say eggs and orange juice and whatever. But the food was too rich for us. Our stomachs were so shrunk, so weak, that half of us got sick from that garbage, from the food, but they gave us the good food. So half of us got into the hospital, in the military hospital, myself too. I was in the hospital about 3-4 days. I was better. I got out. And by that time, the war ended. And we were so happy that we see, finally we see a happy, good people. And the Americans, we were there. They counted how many from every country. See, there were Jewish women from every country in Europe. They were concentration camp. So when we went to my country was the first one to send trucks for their citizens, the Czech citizens. They took me to Prague, not just me, I mean all of us from Czechoslovakia. And they gave us there, we put us up in school buildings, and they fed us, and I could have been there as long as I needed, but I want to go home. If I'm alive, so must be my parents and my brothers. I want to go home and see them already. I was by that time, I felt better. So I was there a night, a day, and I went to the train. The trains went up and down the rails. Wherever you want to go, if it went your way, you just got on. No money we didn't have anyway. So we got on the train, I got on the train, and I got home to my city. And I got there, I had 2 girlfriends already home, and they cleaned up their place already. The Goyim didn't live there anymore. After we went away from the ghetto, they had to go back, so our home was empty. The Russians pushed the Germans back, so they came, it was winter, and they came on horses. The Russians had horses, and it was winter, so they put the Russian horses into Jewish homes because it was empty. And these horses made holes in our walls and our floors and everywhere. So my friends say, I don't know how to say my Jewish name, they used to call me Shiny. They say, Livia, don't even go into your home, stay here with us, let's wait together for our brothers and for our parents. So we waited a few days. When we heard young men, my brother's age, started coming home. We ran to them as fast as we could. And I had a million questions. Boys, did you work together with my brothers? Did you see them? Are they coming? Are they? This voice looked at me very sad. They said, Livia, your brothers didn't make it. They didn't survive. What? I couldn't believe it. Healthy young man. How? So I asked them what they did. So he told me that they worked outdoors and below zero temperature in one cotton shirt and one cotton pair of pants and a pair of wooden shoes, fixing or making railroads for the Germans. So my brothers worked there day and like me, 12 hours, day and night, and in 12 hours to be outside almost naked in that cold weather. So I'm sure they got pneumonia. They didn't make it. So they did what they did to us. If anybody got sick in the what do you call it, factory, if they didn't make it in 12 hours, 24 hours, then they took us to crematory. So they must have taken my brothers to crematory. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. Okay, but I still don't give up. How about our parents? Your parents, my parents? And again, all the questions. His voice looked at me. They were sure I lost my mind. You mean you thought our parents are alive? I said, you're here and I'm here. If they would have given them a chance to work, maybe they would have made it because they were healthy, able-bodied people. They say, you're crazy, they tell me. All the people, they tell me the same thing, but the boys told the girls the first day, that all the people who went to the left, went to the gas chamber, to the crematory, in 2-3 hours, they all were dead. So I stood there, I couldn't believe it. Now I said, why did I make it? Why am I alive? I wasn't happy that I was alive. I wished I would have gone to be killed too. Well, okay, I didn't kill myself. So I had a brother in America. I had one brother at that time in Palestine that time, in Israel. So I thought I'm going to go to them. So I knew a little. So, okay, I found out that for all the survivors, they opened up DP camps. It's called Displaced Persons Camp. The UN opened up in Germany, in Austria, and in Italy. They opened up camps for the survivors. So I went back to a camp. It was in Austria, Linz. And I came there, and there was a camp. There's a lot of survivors there already. Every day there were hundreds of survivors coming, those who survived. They heard too about this DP camps, and they put us up in military buildings again. The women, we had each 4 or 5 girls in one room, and boys and men in other rooms. And I'm a workaholic. I have to do something. To sit and do nothing. And they cooked for us. They served us, and it was wonderful. So I wanted to go in the camp where we registered. When people came to the camp, we had to register where we come from, and everybody spoke a different language. So I know 6 languages. So I went to the camp, to the office, and I said, I would like to volunteer and do something. So I know 6 languages, and people come, and those people in the camp, in the office, know maybe German and Jewish and whatever, but they didn't know all the languages of the people. So they were very happy to have me, and as a volunteer, I didn't get paid. And so I worked in the office. And there was one UNRWA woman. UNRWA is of the UN, the women in military clothes, and there was one. And she spoke only English, and there was very few who knew English, and I knew a little English. So I spoke to her, and she was happy to talk to me. And anyway, so that's what I should tell more. Okay.
No, that's it, Brian. Because on the film, you said on the film how you met your husband, how you came to the United States.
I usually talk a lot more. I tell all kinds of things, but this here, I don't have to. If anybody has a question, do I have time to answer a question?
One or two questions.
Okay. If I can answer it, I'll be happy to answer it.
How did the women in the camps communicate with one another if they all spoke different languages?
I can.
Or were they all from Czechoslovakia?
How did the women communicate with each other? How did they speak to each other if they all spoke different languages?
Not in my camp, because we were all from Hungary. The survivors were from different countries who were brought there long before me. See, the Hungarian Jews were the luckiest, because we were taken there in 44, a year before the war ended. The war started in 38, 39, and from then on, every country, they took people to concentration camps. Any other questions? No? Okay.
תודה רבה, גברת שכטר. יש לכולם, כל אחד בחדר הזה, משהו ללמוד ממך, מהאופטימיות ואנרגיה שלך, ושתזכי ל120.